Oh boy.
Oh. Palms sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. I'm spaghetti. I'm nervous. Oh God.
Fanboys.
Alright.
Fanboys abound, and I'm one of them, so you better not fuck up.
Oh God. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna play this as insisted. No.
No, we're not.
No,
Hell
we're
no.
not. For those unfamiliar with action games, yeah, I never played any of them. For hardcore fans of the series, requires ink ribbons, no autosave, and stronger enemies.
Yeah.
Not today.
I made the mistake of that being my first playthrough, because I was like, oh, but die-hard fans of the series, that's me. And then I got like 2 hours in, and I was like,
It's like,
not me.
X gonna give it to you.
You did select Cloud, didn't you?
Yes. I sure hope so.
You sure hope so with that control.
I'll pat myself down as soon as we get into gameplay, I'll be sure.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you.
Like, yep, they're both there. Nope, nothing down there. All good.
Walking home from the bar, and this woman started coming towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Oh God, dude, close your mouth when you chew.
Hold up.
How many drinks did you have?
No, man, I barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
Look, just listen, all right? She got closer, and I got a good look at her. You got to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face. It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse, like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like my wife.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep since that night.
All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just
I'll tell her you said that.
You'll never get the chance.
If you freeze up around these things, they'll sink to pieces.
Come on. Just getting good.
But what that means is that people outside of Raccoon City know about zombies. Because it's as he's coming into Raccoon City that is going on.
But that's a local radio show, so it probably has a radius of maybe like a mile outside the city.
Yeah. But he's going into the city.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's probably, like, doesn't reach that far out. Like, if you're down south, you're not going to get, like, Sun FM.
Fair point.
At this point, people know something's going on, but most people think it's riots.
Yeah, fair point.
Like, the initial zombie attacks in the Arclear Mountains were reported as, like, instances of murder and cannibalism.
Yeah. Actually, it was animal attacks at first.
Yeah.
And it was murder.
Which it was, because there was the dogs.
Yeah. Surprised it took 6 months for people to realise that it was zombies.
Yeah, it only took Sean, like, what?
What am I gonna do? Not much.
It only took Sean, like, 2 hours.
Yeah. So, a lot of people.
So I'm
complain-
reasonably confident we picked Claire.
Yeah. So, you know, they actually, like in the original, it was just sort of hinted that she drove a Harley. Now they actually worked with Harley Davidson and it was like, yeah, if you put this bike in the game, we'll give you a lot of money.
I will. I gotta go. Why does everyone think I'm gonna get in trouble?
I mean, I don't know. It might be because you're a protagonist in a Resident Evil game.
What the?
I was going to say because she's a college student, allegedly.
Yeah, a college student who is riding a motorbike with her pistol already on her hip when she starts.
Yeah, in a holster.
In a holster. Yeah.
What were you studying? Gun control?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever actually said what she's studying.
Nope, I don't think it is.
Also, Leon's Jeep isn't here yet.
No, you're right. Well, because like in
It's
her
it's
version,
supposed to be parked like right there.
yeah,
Well,
but because in her version she shows up first.
yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like there is canonical differences between the two.
They're
Like
hamburgers.
look, we'll see it in a second, but ultimately the major difference is what side of the door they're on when this gets opened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello? Anybody here?
Just checking that the mic's recording.
Just in case.
We've had a few issues recently.
Good thing there's torches here.
Yeah, just like it's probably the cops.
Yeah.
Because like you can paint the picture. Like there was clearly like he came in here. The clerk was probably being attacked over the counter by a zombie. Then they ended up in a struggle. It's got into the back room.
Yeah, there's a couple of smashes over here and there.
Probably, I was hoping I could aim the camera, but you can't.
No, you can't actually aim down sights or anything yet.
Are you okay?
Well, are you?
Wait here. I'll check it out.
He's just pointing at a door. Yes, it's very heavy, but that doesn't tell me anything.
Let's dance. I got it!
That's what he's trying to tell me. Dance, Lois.
Hold up,
Dance
turn
the
around,
dance of
turn around.
life.
Go back. He locks you in.
Dick!
Like, try and open it.
Hey, what the hell?
And he doesn't respond.
So I was wondering, because in the IGN thing, they didn't turn around, but they did leave this room via a different exit, and I was wondering why.
Yeah.
So now I know.
Excuse me, is everything okay?
Stay back, ma'am. I got this.
Why did you let go of his arm? Just...
Get off him!
Yum.
Don't
Ooh, those are some nasty cataracts. Alright, I said stay back. Stay back, I said. Jeez, take a hint.
So, and that's the main thing you want to take away from this. 3 bullets to the head will normally put them down, but it might not kill them.
It was 7 in the demo to fully kill them.
Yeah.
At least. It varied. Sometimes you got critical hits.
So it depends where you hit.
Yeah, I was told that like hitting the top part of the head where the actual brain is housed does more damage.
Yeah, slightly.
But it's hard to hit that because like a lot of these zombies are actually taller than you.
Yeah.
So like it's hard to actually, you have to aim up into their face.
Yeah, and the heads wobble around.
Can't be alive.
So I'm not gonna bother with him.
Yeah, save your ammo. He's not really a threat.
Bye. What could I need?
And something,
Maybe I... No. What if I combine... No. Oh,
that's
God,
something
what
that
is
annoys
it?
me that you can't actually do. Yes, also the controller makes noises. That's something that annoys me that you can't actually do. You can't combine ammo in your inventory.
No, but then that's a balancing thing, really. Because they want you to have to aim that and, like, deal with reloading. Oh, oh Jesus! Ah,
I've done this
that's what I get for fucking smoking slowly. This was my own fault. Ah! Lesson learned, lesson learned.
Don't shoot.
And as my son.
Get down.
I want his gun and kills them in one shot.
We gotta get out of here.
You alright?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
Remember, shoot them in the head. But not anywhere in the head, very specifically around the temple region.
Which apparently Leon is very good at getting that shot first time.
Yeah.
Because like in Degeneration the film, that's the only shot he gets is like
Yeah.
straight in the head. Every time.
Yeah.
Quick, let's forget about my Jeep and grab the police car instead.
I feel like the only reason Leon does gun cutters in that movie is just to be more fair to the zombies.
Yeah.
Like, he can't shoot them all the time. He's got to throw in a few punches.
When he goes from twink to daddy. That's such a meme being thrown around right now as well.
What is it? I've not heard
Resident
that one.
Evil 2 is twink Leon. And then like as soon as you hit 4 he starts his slow transformation into daddy.
You are?
By 6 he is full daddy.
I like went on the wiki for Leon's back pass at some point, and they mixed everything together, including the novels, and like he must have done like he did like a fucking shit ton between 2 and 4,
Yeah. Like,
including whatever the fuck it was going on with him and Krauser.
yeah. Which is, funnily enough, like just a few months after this game is set.
Yeah. The weird part is
That's-
that, like, the way that the story of him and Krauser working together is told, they sound like they're friends.
Yeah.
And then Krauser seemingly dies, and it's like, oh no, my friend.
Yeah. Also, Leon
Die,
is...
Conrad.
Can we just, like, bag on the fact that Leon is fully trained to be Secret Service from being a rookie police officer
Mhm.
who never worked a single day as a police officer.
He got very high marks.
He did, actually. He got the highest marks in the academy ever.
Yeah.
To, I am now a fully trained Secret Service agent that will be sent on solo missions to
Mhm.
random countries.
Yeah.
In, like...
Well, if I remember, part of it was like he
months.
gets like captured after Resident Evil and debriefed, and they're like, "You're like the most experienced zombie fighter we have. Do you want to be like a secret super? Do you want to be a secret agent, man?
Secret agent.
Jet man."
He is the most... He is the best zombie fighter they have that hasn't been disavowed by the government. Or isn't an insane dictator
Yeah.
of some random company that
I mean, they also had Jill, but they took issue with the tube top. It's like it's not a standard issue.
Actually, no. She goes off with Barry and starts fighting Umbrella and forming the BSAA. So
They all got up to. There was a lot that they all got up to in like the early 2000s. That's unclear.
yeah,
There was such a huge gap between like Code Veronica and 4 that it's just like, what the fuck were they even doing?
there's like 8 years there of just like we did things.
Allegedly. That's the fucking best part about 4 is just like that opening where it's just like, what took down Umbrella? Liquidation.
Yeah. What took down Umbrella? The stock market.
They got sued super hard. And Leon and Claire and all them might have affected that a little. Maybe.
Possibly.
We're not honestly not sure.
If Jill hadn't gotten the evidence, then they would have been fucked. We have to back up. Obviously, you know what I didn't notice? Like, the entire time I was saying, I was like, just drive off to the side. What are you doing? Drive off to the side. There's cars either side of them the entire way
I
down.
feel like there's that many around them that it's actually stopping the car from driving forward. Like, a human being is strong enough to push a car from behind. Like, I feel like there's enough of them that it's making it difficult for them to move the car.
I'm still trying to figure out how they get separated here.
It's
the
weird.
tanker like bumps up into the car, and then they have to. And then,
They get separated by like flames, don't they? Like the car ignites and creates a firewall.
yeah. And then it sends the tanker up in flames. Run. And dead.
Back.
One thing I did notice: Claire Redfield or Lara Croft.
It's really hard to tell. Yeah.
Like, she is very close to remake Lara Croft.
It's kind of. I mean, just like absurdly high definition young woman with a brown ponytail.
That
It's
could be
kind of
right.
inevitable.
Yeah, but
They
it's
don't
later-
have the same face.
It's later on
But
when
like
she
at
takes
a distance, they're hard to tell apart.
It's also later on when she takes off her jacket and also just wears a vest.
Oh yeah.
Can't stop. Gotta keep
So there is
Can't
one.
stop. Won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. There is one massive thing that you will notice is missing from this intro.
What?
Once you get past this next bit.
Okay. I guess we'll find it. Oh, it's Kendo's gun shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
I
is no
knew
ca-
that. I know that it got moved to a different part of the story.
Yeah, it's like halfway through instead.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
Yeah, cause like, because that means you leave the RPD and go back out into the sea.
Yeah.
Which is a thing about RE2 that just doesn't seem to happen in the original. Of like, you go in the RPD and that's pretty much the rest of the game.
Yeah. Pretty much. You might want to keep an eye out in front of you because there's a lot of zombies in this area.
Yeah, I am admittedly getting a bit distracted. Oh, hello.
Squishy.
Oh, he's missing a leg. Oh, poor
Yeah.
bastard. Oh, hello.
Pop him in the head and run.
Excuse me.
Makes you wonder why nobody had already locked that.
I think a more likely explanation is that somebody tried to escape. You know, there's probably some rando who ran out. Or actually, wouldn't it have to have been open from when Jill came through?
Yes.
That possibly is the reason? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Because that's the thing, in the original games, regardless of whether it's locked, the gate is closed just because they don't have open doorways in those games.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have a quick look through here. There's nothing.
There is nothing in this area.
Yeah, you can't control when your flashlight comes out, can you?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Which is what makes
damn,
part
this
of this
rain
game
effect is
so,
so good.
scary. A lot of everything in this game is so good. I'm not just saying that because I'm a massive fan. Just look at it, man. Like,
I mean, you don't really even have to, like... You don't have to preface it of, I'm not... How do I put this? You don't have to say, oh, I'm not just saying this because I'm a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy of these games, but I feel the same way.
I know. Like, that's what I mean. This is great.
Alright. Quickly.
Time to find
Pornhub.
my brother. I love how they made everything look like it was from the 90s as well. That makes me so much happier.
It does look like a shitty Windows 98 computer.
Yeah, like it's specifically in the dev notes. It's like we have to make everything look like it was in the 90s.
Reports, emergency contacts, protocols. Clean up your desktop. Why are all these windows random sizes?
Because Windows 95. Or the umbrella equivalent.
Why is there no... Where's the no... Oh. Okay, look. There is a minimize button on only one of those windows.
Yeah, you gotta go save that guy.
So I just want to point out, I think if there's anything wrong with her outfit, like, I understand why they did it. I feel like the logo on her back doesn't stand out enough anymore.
Yes.
It used to be a different colour, didn't it?
Yeah, it used to be a fully rendered thing. But we'll unlock concept art later on that we can show off that shows every logo in the game, which is going to be great for cosplayers.
Oh,
Because
right.
it has literally every logo you would need to make like a Claire or Leon cosplay.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, freely available, high-quality
Yeah.
PNGs.
Yeah, also there is something new that wasn't in the originals. Open
What?
your inventory.
Quick selects. As you take damage, yeah.
So, you still have that key from the gas station. You have to manually discard them now.
Whoa. That's... Ooh.
And if you look, you've got like a little red tick next to the key that tells you if it's been used as much as it can be.
Wait, really? Okay, hold on. Missile, storage
Missile,
key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a little red tick just next to the key there. Really faint. That tells you that item has been used as much as it can be.
That's interesting. And would I... Okay, if I had tried to before, would it have not let me
It
dispose of
wouldn't
it?
have let you discard it. Any
That's
items that
smart,
are key
yeah.
that you need, it does not let you discard.
Like, before you even answered the question, I knew the answer, but I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's for later.
So some of the ammo placements or everything are still the same as the demo as well. So if
Okay.
you know where they are, go get them.
Yeah, I remember at least where one of them is.
Yeah.
It's down the end of this corridor. I'll have a look at that thing when I get back. Now, I know that those puzzles are related to what's in the cop's notebook that we find in a bit, but in the demo I didn't have enough time to actually try and analyse them and figure them out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can even solve those puzzles in the demo.
You can.
Okay, you can.
And Marvin makes a remark on how Elliot was correct.
Okay, good. Right, this feels a little weird because I played as only Leon, obviously, in the demo.
Yeah.
All right, but she still controls exactly the same. It just feels weird. The animations are different.
Yeah.
All right, so can't solve this right now, not at least until I get the notebook.
Yep.
Do you know if the notebook is randomized at all?
I don't think it is. I think
Okay.
it's the same.
I'm pretty sure there's
wanna
nothing
have
down
You
there.
want to have a look down there.
Oh, okay. Because in the demo, I was fairly certain there wasn't anything down here.
There is a door that was locked in the demo.
Oh. Oh, nothing down here. This.
The receptionist
Ooh.
room. There is your first herb. It is no longer a safe room.
Oh, this is not a safe. Yeah, I know this room because I saw a hunk playthrough.
Yeah.
And they passed through here at one point. There's like a shit ton of zombies that come through that
safe
door.
to your right. You will get the combination for it later.
Okay.
And the brochure right there. That will tell us about two areas.
Magazines.
So it's going to tell us about the two areas that are important in the game.
The raccoon and the city. Did you know, while we are the home of the pharmaceutical giant Umbrella Corporation, Raccoon City is a vibrant and dynamic city with a long, rich history of its own. In this guide, we'll introduce you to just a few of the more unusual points of interest in our city that will also serve as the spots where you solve puzzles. the Raccoon City Police Department, or the museum as we used to call it. This building is the centre of town. This building at the centre of town wasn't always a police station. In fact, it used to be an art museum. Various features like the unusual clock tower and the goddess statue in the main hall remind us of a bygone era. Era? Yeah, era. I tried to say age and then corrected it to error halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Orphanage. Okay, yeah, that's a good follow-up.
Yeah.
Just a few blocks from the police station is an orphanage found and run by Umbrella.
Are you starting to get the hint that the government may be corrupted by Umbrella at this point?
Just a few blocks from the police station is an orphanage run by Umbrella with generous donations from businesses and citizens alike. The building is known for its stained glass window, which attracts visitors from around the world.
Yeah.
Come look at these poor orphans. Take one with you, please. They're like souvenirs just being passed around.
And you cannot open that door because you do not have the S key.
Oh, bastards. What's
Trust
that?
me, you
What's
don't
that
want to
name?
open that door quite yet. Cooking life, hunting, open magazine.
That kind of looks like that really shit co-op game that me and Kai played. I can't even remember its full... Hunted the Demon Forge.
There is a magazine somewhere around here that has been
there?
reused. No, in there.
Okay.
Somewhere.
It's
I
probably
don't
in
actually know
the
where it
reception
is.
area down there.
Possibly. But it is the magazine that's in RE7 when you play as Mia. That tells you about the Resident Evil 2, that tells you about the outbreak in Raccoon City.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think I saw a video that was talking about Easter eggs of there's a fucking plot hole magazine.
Yeah.
Like it just fell from... And they were talking about how assets from RE7 were in this game, that, and the magazine was one of them.
Just fell through some random temporal loophole.
In Resident Evil, that's probably not even that unusual. Hello? Any time loops in here?
So, one thing you'll notice is this game is exceptionally dark.
Mm-hmm. I noticed. You made me spend a full 5 minutes on the brightness settings.
Yeah, I know, because if you don't get it right, the game looks like shit.
Oh. Oh, dear.
Because you get this really bad grey filter over everything.
It's like when you put down the gamma up too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of... I ever tell you the story about End of the Matrix?
No.
So there's a game called End of the Matrix on the PS2. You ever play it?
Yes.
Right, well, in that game... Yeah. In that game, if you turn up the gamma all the way, which at the time of playing it, I didn't know what that word meant.
Alright.
It doesn't even really make the game brighter, it makes the characters brighter.
Yeah.
So it gives the two main characters, albany white skin. They just turn into, porcelain dolls. It's fucking weird.
Even though one of them is black.
Yes. Yes, that's actually the weirdest part. And because I went through the options in every game before starting it, I didn't for the longest time know what those two characters actually looked like outside of the live action cutscenes. I was like, man, they're not as pale in the live action stuff. That's weird.
Right, so there is one thing that I want to point out when we go out of this room that I actually really like, and it's a really small attention to detail.
Yeah, is it on this side or...
No, wait for the doors to close and take a step back. Do you see them?
Oh!
There are rays of lights coming through the bullet holes.
Which you can only see because you turn the
Turn
lights
the
on.
lights.
That's cool. This place is also partially flooded, and there's toilet papers nearby because there's a bathroom near.
Yeah, if you actually go back to where you came in for a second.
This door is really boarded up, which is weird considering what happens later. Sorry, yeah?
Go back up those stairs to your right. Oh, go back.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So, remember, you can't see a fucking thing, so you might not have even noticed that this place is flooded. So go to the top of the stairs. So, you get your clunks and your clacks as normal when you're walking around.
Oh, yeah, the sound effects for the water.
And then, that freaked me out when I first started playing, because I didn't realise those were my footsteps. I thought it was a licker already.
Who's there?
And I was like, what the fuck?
So you'll also notice there's a shit ton of missing posters.
Yep, because everyone's dead.
The light actually makes it a bit hard to read.
Do you see the one that to your right and up?
Mm-hmm.
That written to the left?
Oh, sorry, left?
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually writing that Jack wrote in Resident Evil 7.
I knew it. Every time I look in the mirror, every time I look in the river, I look for dead bodies.
Yep, and that is something that Jack wrote down when he was slowly going insane from Evelyn.
But this is a new art asset, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
They've just reused it.
It's just a reference. But the text is
It's
the
the
same,
exact
but they
same
redrew
writing.
it. They
Yeah.
rewrit it.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like kind of appropriate to this place.
Yeah.
Because the flooding's coming from somewhere. There's probably a river nearby. We're going through the city.
It's, the toilets are overflowing.
Oh, that's what it is. Maybe that's where he's looking for the bodies. It's like, oh, got another one. Give me the plunger. Hey, Joey, we got another floater in here. Any floaters in here?
And that is the sole reason the entire place is flooded. That's one toilet.
That doesn't even make sense. Why is it still pouring out?
It's broken. Go. So I remember getting 2 first aid sprays first playing this and being like, oh god, it's gonna baby me throughout the entire game.
It's like, oh, thank Christ for those.
And then I got like 2 hours in and I was like, oh god, it's not babying me throughout the entire game, what do I do?
Speaking of which, I was just checking if I was still fine, because I did take a bite earlier.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't go through there. Maybe I'll shoot the lockup now. No. Resident Evil, funny enough, taught me that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And Chris is like, that shit'll ricochet right into your brain.
Yeah. That's from the book. You read the book?
I've not read the book. I've just heard from people who read the books.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because I remember you telling me that the books were trash.
They are trash from what I've heard.
Because S.D. Perry isn't the best writer in the world.
No.
Quick, give me your hand. I'm just going to wait another 2 seconds, wait for the zombie to grab you. Okay, now I'll take your hand.
You know, if I hadn't dicked around in that corridor for like 10 minutes, I feel like I could have saved you. But,
It's okay, I got you.
I got you. I got you. I got half of you. Oh.
I got enough of you.
I got the important part.
Tell Marvin I loved him. Do not obstruct.
Tell Marvin, I still have the bigger dick.
He may look like Will Smith, but his dick isn't as big as Will Smith's.
Okay, these are definitely different from the demo.
Yeah, the solutions are different, but they're the same every time.
Okay.
Except for when you play as Leon.
Ah, of course.
Because you only get half the fucking notebook.
Oh. Excuse me.
You did the small thing.
Of course, I played the demo twice. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Now, if we just hide on here with my flashlight... Okay, this plan is not going to work out as much as I thought it would.
Nope, no, I turned the light back on.
Alright,
Make
alright.
life a little bit easier on yourself.
Come at me, zombies! A little faster, please.
If you kneecap them, they actually have less health on the floor than they do normally.
Oh, that's interesting. Whoop! Excuse me!
I love how the old, like, original game thing of, like,
Ah!
have to juke them.
Ah!
And you go, nope, there's no point. It doesn't do anything.
I know, but it makes me feel better. Ah!
Remember the old game where you had to try and juke them? I love the fact that that's still a thing. Also, there's a zombie, like, right there. Run.
There was more zombies in this section than I remember.
There's about 6. And you will have to take care of them later.
You know what? I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Oh, I've just realised we won't have it.
I'm not ready to cross this bridge yet.
In the original, in mine, when I played through this, I got the pre-order bonuses, which is the 2 Samurai Edge models of Chris and Jill.
Yeah.
So I made my life a lot easier by not having to use the revolver.
So do they just start off in your inventory?
They're just in the fucking storage box. I used the revolver until here, and then I was just like, I'm using the samurai edge because that was too much stress.
Is it like a significantly better gun?
Well, yeah, you get to hold 15 bullets instead of 5.
Oh, it's just an ammo situation.
And you don't have to load it slowly, you can just load it all at once.
Oh, you mean because the revolver's just a shit. I was meaning mostly in terms of damage.
Oh, okay, no.
Is it about the same?
Yeah, about the same, I think. The revolver actually gets better, though.
Yeah. I was slightly worried it was going to be like, here's just a magnum.
Yeah.
Yeah, on me.
Claire doesn't get a magnum, FYI.
Oh, really?
Technically.
But she gets a grenade launcher.
Yes, but also technically she does. Because later on you find just a regular pistol.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pretty good. It does a little bit less damage, but it has like a laser pointer on it, so you know exactly where you're going to hit every time. And then you find something that'll upgrade your revolver, and you can use plus ammo, which essentially makes it a magnum.
Well, I've got more for you. Looks like there might be a way out with this secret passageway.
Good.
So we were kind of talking over it for a bit there, but like she said something about how Chris is apparently on vacation.
Yeah, Chris's story while he's investigating Umbrella because he doesn't know who to trust is that he's on vacation in Europe. There is a letter in the Star's office that makes it so much better.
It's like, yeah, I'm just going on vacation. It's like I didn't bother to tell my family though.
There's a lot of like,
I'm not taking that.
you can very read into it in the letter. It's pretty good actually. Like if
Okay,
you sit, you can read it and you can read between the lines
Mm.
of like what he's actually trying to say to the Stars people.
No matter who they were,
I feel like because I know what you're actually implying, but I feel like you're implying something else.
No,
It's like I'm just going to
the way
Ibiza.
the letter itself is like pretty fucking funny.
You know, I'm just going to poke some holes in my umbrella, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, all that.
Chris, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, just never mind.